Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. Welcome to this video. What we're going to be looking at this evening is doing another of Margaret Miller's Collage Weekly challenges, and we're on challenge number 43 this week. So without further ado, we'll run through the prompts. So the first prompt is a person or animal in motion. The second one is something with a lid or cover. The third one is an image from a magazine. The fourth one is anything associated with water. The fifth one is an old telephone number. And the bonus is colourful washi tape. So what I've done is I've brought my box of washies in, and they're here. So I'll put those over to one side. Trying not to switch the lights off, and I'll bring in my background piece that we normally work on. And what I've done this week is I've taken some images. I don't get a magazine generally, but my husband and I, because we've got the motorhome, we're a member of the motorhome and camping club, and we get a magazine periodically throughout the year. So I've used that to get my prompts from this week. So I'll just move that because I've put that right over my prompts, and I need to know what we're going to be working on. So what I've done, it says take an image from a magazine. So this is my first image, and as I say, all of these hit this prompt. And what this is advertising is a route up through the east coast of Scotland. And my husband and I did part of this route. We did what they call the North Coast 500, but we did actually visit a couple of the castles on this side of the coast, but then we went up through the middle. So we haven't actually gone round this northern bit, such as Huntly Castle. So hopefully we'll do that on another trip. So this is I'm counting this as one of the images from the magazine. And then it says something with a lid or cover. And what they're advertising is a motorhome cleaner, and we get sort of cleaning fluids to put in the cassettes for the the toilet, as well as cleaners for the obviously the cooker, etc., fridge, etc., which are like your normal household cleaner. But there are specific ones to put down the loo. So that's got a little lid on there. So that's my something with a lid or cover. Image from a magazine is that one. Something associated with water. Now I've got a couple of items here. I wasn't sure which one to use or whether to use both. This was advertising a nature website in this camping magazine. And it's called a dipper, and it's a little bird that's quite common in the UK, and it lives along riverbanks, anywhere there's water, because they're really good little birds. They're as at home in the water as they are out of the water. And how you know that it's a dipper that you're looking at is one that has got this lovely white chest, but when it's standing on rocks, it doesn't just stand still, but it bobs up and down. So you get this dipping action all the time, and then all of a sudden it'll jump off the rock and it'll go swimming under the water looking for grubs and all that sort of thing, and then it'll pop out somewhere else and you'll notice it dipping up and down. So yeah, that's a dipper. So that's something associated with the water. But also in the magazine was this image here as well, and it had got a scene of some elephants crossing the water. So as well as these being African elephants, I do associate them with water because they spend their lives travelling throughout, you know, arid areas in Africa, looking for water because it's constantly drying up, and so they sort of follow where the rain goes, really. So that's my animal that's associated with water. And because there was a couple of adverts on it, that's why I've kept this little dipper, because I might use that, you know, just to hide some of these other adverts. So what I've done is I've put it so it fits along the bottom here. And I want, there's a few words along the bottom here. I don't know whether you can actually see them from the camera, but it says Scotland's secret bunker. So I wanted to hide this little corner here, so I've cut the elephant picture in the hope that it would go there, but I cut it too short, so it left a gap here. So I thought, because I'm sticking this onto the bottom, that I would hide the bunker if I could, the word, but it doesn't quite fit. So I thought this would be Scotland's secret, having elephants wandering the plains of Scotland. So I've cut a little bit of the grey out, and I'm just going to put a couple of spots of glue where it says bunker, and I'm going to hide. Oh, I think there we go. I was going to say, I thought my thing had got stuck then. So there we go, that's hiding that word bunker. And then that little strip, most of it will be hidden by this, I hope. And then it'll look like Scotland's little secret are these elephants. You see, I could actually take that up a bit more and cut away a little bit more from the elephant's head, maybe. Let me just see if I can do that. If I follow it a little bit further down. And then go back up to the trees and see how that works. Yeah, I could actually come down a little bit more then and do just some wiggling along there. There we go. And it more or less takes out the roof. That just looks as though it's poking up from behind the trees. So I think that's going to be okay there. So I think we'll join those two together along here. Oops. There we go. Scotland's secret. So, and then it says a person or animal in motion. Well, the elephants are in motion there because they're crossing the water, but this was in the magazine as well, and it looks like Desperate Dan. I don't know whether it is Desperate Dan from my younger days. My brother used to get a comic, and Desperate Dan was one of the characters in the comic. And what I thought was I could stick that there because he's in motion, and it looks like he's holding on to the elephants, but I would cut this off. So I'm going to do that. But obviously he might not cover all of that. So I'm just going to have to be really careful how I cut him out. There we go. And we'll just see how it goes. There we go. So I can chop that off there a little bit more. Let me just fussy cut round his hand a bit better. And his arm. There we go. And then I'm just going to, oops, if he's on the bottom there, just going to cut along that line. And I'm going to do it with the scissors because the paper's that fragile. It's not very straight. Where's my ruler? Let's just have a go. There we are, that's better. Now then, I think we might have to do the same along here, along this edge, although it's not meant to be straight because it's a quirky picture. So maybe I'll leave it as is for now. Doesn't really distract from the eye. There we go. Now then, let's get my little man glued on. So this is the man that's in motion. I think I'm going to have to put the glue down here too. There we go. Oops. Oh no, no, don't stick down. Let me just make sure my page is straight. There we go. Oh dear. I meant to colour that little bit up, but never mind. Right. So do I put this down here or where it was up there? Or maybe over on that side, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just going to cut round it a bit closer. Bit more off the bottom. And then maybe just ink a little bit. There we go. Oh, that could have been my phone number as well. But then it says an old phone number, so this one will be in use obviously because it's not an old number, it's come from the magazine. So we'll pop that there. And then what about my little dipper? I might not use him yet. We've got to think about putting the washi tape in as well. Some bright, colourful washi tape. So I'm just wondering if there's anything that maybe we could put a strip along the bottom there. Let's have a look what we've got in the box. This one's bright and colourful. It's got flowers on it. This one's not as bright as the one with the flowers on, but it says follow your dreams. And I think if I cut it off there and cut that one off there, that just about fits along the bottom there. Follow your dreams. So I think that is quite apt for that one. And is there anything else? So we'll just recap what we got. We've got colourful washi tape, anything associated with water. We've got our elephants, and we've got a boat and a dolphin. We've got our dipper. Now I could possibly use, if I made that a bit smaller, let's just have a look. Take some off the bottom. No. Just round that off a bit. He would just about fit in there, wouldn't he? My dipper. Because I would like to use him, because we've got the grey in there. We've got our dipper. Maybe at the top there. Yeah, I don't dislike that, because there's quite a bit of white space up at the top there. Just wondering if there's any more washi tape that we could put a strip along. Let's just go through a few, see what we've got. Follow your dreams. That's not the whole word. Let me see. Just wondering whether to put a piece of this on the top as well. I can never find the beginning of them. Let me just have a look. Take him off there for a minute. No, I don't like that at the top. So I think we'll just use our little dipper up the top there. And then I'm going to write a phone number, I think, up there. I wish that wasn't hanging off the end there, but never mind. Okay, so let's glue our little dipper down. Just get my tweezers, and we're going to pop him over there, won't we? Oh gosh. There we are. So that's him there. So we've got a person in motion, as well as the elephants are in motion. Image from a magazine, well, they're all images from a magazine. Elephants are associated with water, as well as my dipper. bonus is colourful washi tape, and then I'm just going to write a little phone number in there. So I'll just get a, or shall I stamp it? So what I've done is I've stamped an old phone number using my little numbered stamps like these, and you can alternate them. So I really like these little alphabet stamps, and I've stamped it onto a piece of card, and what I thought I'd do is tuck it behind there. Just have a look, see what that looks like. Don't want it to be too in your face, in case they've reallocated that number to somebody else, because it's not that old. And then what I thought I'd do, I'm going to reuse these little figures, I think. Follow your dreams, maybe. Initially I thought of putting them up there with the phone number along there. But I didn't like him in the middle, and I didn't like that tucked. I almost tucked it down there. I suppose I could still do that because I don't dislike it there alongside the dipper. I suppose that balances it out. Either there or there. There is a little mark I've made there where it's stuck down by mistake. Yeah, I think I'm going to pop it there. So we'll get the glue and pop that down there. Daisy. Try not to wet the ink. And am I going to put him there? Follow your dreams. He's actually in my lay-by. No, I'm not going to put him there. I think it's a bit too much. So let's just go over the prompts then. And that's it done for this week. So we've got a person or animal in motion. So we've got the elephants in motion, the person, something with a lid or cover, image from a magazine is everything, anything associated with water. We've got the ship on there, dolphins, and the elephants. We've got castles that are associated with water as well. Some of them have moats. An old telephone number we've got there, and the colourful washi tape is down the bottom. So thank you very much for joining me again for this week. It's much appreciated that you take the time to come and have a look at what we've done, and I do hope that you'll join me again for next week's Margaret Miller weekly collage challenge. So until then, take care of yourselves everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.